Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Markey to Saxon, cutting through the lane, hits the layup, beautifully run play.
High school basketball plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports, bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Shiflett a deep three, and it's good! Trey Shiflett with the tray at the buzzer.
Now, let's head out to the action with a call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruben.
And welcome to our high school basketball game of the week. A little delay, the JV game went into overtime, won on a last-second shot by Northeastern, 55-54. We are in scenic uptown Manchester, Northeastern High School. For the Bobcats of Northeastern and the Bearcats of York High. Ron Ruben, Andy Bree.
Yes, they can.
It was Spring Grove, but it will be.
Small classes, personal attention. Even if you're not sure what you want to do, Penn State York can help you choose the class, the course, the program, the certificate, seminar, or degree you want. Penn State York offers 9 four-year bachelor degrees you can complete without leaving the area. There are also 7 associate degrees. You can also begin the first 2 years of more than 160 Penn State majors right here in York. No matter what class you take, the national reputation of Penn State will follow you throughout your career. Call Penn State York for a brochure. 771-4040. That's 771-4040.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by Red Line Elks, BPOE 1592. Committed to the ideals of charity, patriotism, and supporting our community. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the United States of America, Lodge number 1592, located at 323 West Broadway in Red Line.
Mornings at 9, Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we're at Northeastern High School, where the Northeastern Bobcats are hosting the York High Bearcats. And with me now is the coach of the Bearcats, Clovis Gallen. Coach, you've beaten Spring Grove. Tough game tonight. Northeastern coming off a loss. They didn't look good Friday night. We had that game. Talk a little bit about maybe getting the wounded animal coming in here tonight.
Well, right now we're really focused on ourselves. We're not really focused on Northeastern. We're trying to concentrate on playing good basketball. Saturday night we played Chester, who is, a top 10 team in the state, typically a state powerhouse, and we played toe-to-toe with them wire to wire. It was a great game, and we came out on the losing end of that 69-65, but we thought we played good enough to win. So we feel like if we come in here tonight and we compete the way we are capable of competing, that we'll put ourselves in position to win this game tonight.
Every game I've seen you play, Clovis, your kids compete, they do well. It just seems like there's just a point where it doesn't go right. And I know you're sitting there with that smile on your face, and I know exactly what you're thinking. But go ahead, talk a little bit about that.
It's been a consistent theme for us all year long. Really trying to put together 32 minutes of good basketball, 4 good quarters. and there's a lull somewhere in there, whether it's the first, second, third, or fourth quarter, that usually costs us a basketball game. We've had issues closing out quarters. We've had issues just, really maintaining our focus. And, like I said, I have to reference Saturday. Our kids put together 4 great quarters of basketball, and we played against a powerhouse team, and we just came out on the losing end. So right now the kids are riding high off of that reference point and believe that if we come in and really focus on putting together 4 good quarters, we'll be in position to win.
All right. Besides that, Coach, what do you need to do well tonight to get out of here with a W?
We have to take care of the basketball. We have to limit dribble penetration. We have to rebound, and we have to contest every single shot that Northeastern takes tonight. If we do that, we'll be in position to win the game.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, Dad, what's with all these papers and stuff?
Well, you're starting college in 2 weeks, and I'm doing some homework, cramming to find a college loan to pay the rest of your tuition. I'm afraid it's going to be an all-nighter, honey.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Dad. I think a student choice loan with York Educational FCU would be the best way to go.
YEFCU? We got a mortgage through them. Great rate, and I love the fact that they have free bill payer, but student loan?
Yeah, YEFCU student choice loan pays for my cost of attendance at York College or most other four-year schools, minus the financial aid I already received. The student choice loan would take care of tuition, books, room and board, all that stuff. But the best part is that YEFCU Student Choice Loan is a one-time application. That means next year, I just tell them how much I need, and they'll disperse the money right to the school.
So we don't have to reapply every year?
Nope. So step away from the homework, Dad. A student choice loan is the best move we can make.
So we're not staying up all night? Oh, did I ever tell you about the night I did an entire term paper in one night with an old typewriter and no correction ribbon?
What's a typewriter?
York Educational Federal Credit Union, 1601 South Queen Street, York. Apply online at yefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. With me now is the successful coach. I say the successful coach in Northeastern Bobcats, John Eister. Coach, tough one the other night. Kids kind of, maybe it was the big crowd. Maybe they just didn't start well. But talk about maybe what you did between now and then to get them on the right track.
Well, we took a day and a half off, came back in, had a light workout on Sunday, and then did some York High prep yesterday. Spring Grove's over, so we did York High film work and had a good practice last night. So we hopefully get back on track, show a little more composure, and play a little more discipline.
They don't have the record, but this is a team, this York High team. They can hurt you. They got guys coming at you from everywhere. Yeah, you sit there, chuckle. I'm sorry, but they go 9 deep. They got bringing guys off the bench, and talk a little bit about the challenge of playing these guys.
Well, like I said, we must be more disciplined tonight, or it'll turn into it'll be a game where it'll be unpredictable what happens. So. We have to play the way we want to play and dictate, to them how we're going to let them play offensively. So they almost beat Chester, who's pretty good on Saturday. So they're capable.
They always seem to have that one moment in the game that they look like they're getting ready to get over the hump. You might have had that the other night. You played much better in the second half, but talk a little bit about preparing kids like this to play at the end of games. You got 2 tough games coming up to finish out the season. You're tied for first place in Division I, the hardest division in this area. Talk about how you prepare your kids to do this.
Well, for us, Friday we were climbing out of a hole. So
Right.
other than that, our Central loss, it was a close game the whole way. We didn't manage the end of the game quite as well as we have, but it was one of the few times this year where we've had to manage. Our point differential is pretty big, so we're still practicing winning games. I feel pretty confident that if we have a lead, we can get to the end of the game though with the ball handling and shooters and free throw shooters we have.
Kids you have can really play the game. Maybe the cerebral end of it is where they got to learn. I know you smile at me. I've been there, done that. I mean, I understand, but talk a little bit about that court sense and time and situation kind of thing.
Well, we want to be a little more disciplined. It helps you in all parts of your life. So we're trying to teach them to be more than just good basketball players.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to get them to be a little more disciplined and control their emotions better. If our guys do that, we're going to be fine against anybody we play. We didn't play exactly an intelligent first half Friday night at Spring Grove. You don't have a joystick, and you trust your kids. You let them go out and play. We practice. We practice all week to go play games, so that's what we do, and we'll do the same thing tonight. And hopefully, I think watching themselves play a little bit, we'll play a little more under control. I hope.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sport Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track? On the street? In the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into. You can always count on Flying Feet, the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sport Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And back at Northeastern, Ron Room and Andy Bria here. High school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. York High at Northeastern. Time now for a Kochman Kunkel look around the league. Elsewhere tonight, some other big Division I games. Southwestern at Central. The Panthers win tonight. The other one, Spring Grove at Dallastown. Dallastown loses. Central is in the league playoffs. Let's talk about both of those.
I'll tell you what, Central right now looks real good to me. Okay, I like them against Southwestern. Dallastown has the horses to keep it tight with Spring Grove coming down the stretch. But I'll tell you what, the way Spring Grove can play like they did the other night, ain't nobody beating them right now.
All right, Division II Eastern at West York. Wheels kind of coming off for Eastern down the stretch. They need to win tonight to make our game on Friday at Dover. We'll have Eastern at Dover Friday. Means something for the league right now.
I hate to go against you here, but I like Eastern. They scored 29 points the other night. That does not bode well for the Bulldogs.
And Dover's off tonight. Suburban at Kennerdale. Kennerdale had a shot at the playoffs. It's kind of faded. We'll see what happens down in Fawn Grove tonight.
Playing them out.
All right. Let's get our starting lineups tonight, courtesy of Broadway Transmission.
All right, York High, coached by Clovis Gallen. Number 2, a 5'9" senior guard, Jaquez Cassiano. 0, 6'6" senior forward, Jaden Intermendi. Number 5, a 6'2" senior guard, Jeremiah McCarter. Number 1, he's a 6' junior guard, Kyrie Generetta. Number 20, a 6'2" sophomore forward, Marquez McLean.
And the Bobcats in Northeastern.
All right, number 1, he's 6'2" senior forward, Brandon Coleman. Number 3, he's 5'10" senior guard, Austin Green. Number 5, a 6'2" junior guard, Antonia Rizzuto. Number 11, a 5'9" junior guard, Fred Mulba. And number 12, a 6'1" freshman forward, Nate Wilson.
All right, Bobcats beat the Bearcats downtown 79-61, January 6th. We're going to take a break and back with the Wellspan opening tip, Maple Donuts first half, after this.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates. For 5 years, and remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Prince Athletic Association, a York area nonprofit men's club that promotes worthy charitable enterprises, good sportsmanship, and civic improvements in the community. Prince Athletic Association, 600 South Richland Avenue in York.
Since 1964, York Area Sports Night has been an honored tradition, giving local sports fans, young and old, the chance to meet their sports heroes. Join us Thursday, February 9th for the 53rd Annual York Area Sports Night at Heritage Hills Golf Resort and Conference Center, with the reception from 4 to 6 p.m. Sponsored by Shipley Energy, Gladfelder Insurance, M&T Bank, S&H Express, McConkey & Company Insurance, the York Revolution, and Sports Radio 1350. Join our great local partners and a host of others with 2017 sponsorships still available. Visit YorkSportsNight.com. Guests at this year's event include recent Hall of Fame inductees Bruce Suter and John Randall, York Revolution manager Mark Mason and pitcher Frank Gailey, members of the Penn State Nittany Lion Big Ten Championship team, former Penn State greats Shane Conlon and Derek Williams, and former Red Lion and Maryland Terrapin Andrew Zeller. Get your tickets today. A portion of proceeds funds Shipley Award scholarships for York area student athletes. Visit YorkSportsNight.com. York Area Sports Night, a York tradition since 1964.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Once a year, a treat so good, Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get old. Come on now, once Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to SerenitySpaYork.com.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit YorkSleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Republican Club of Hanover, a private social club oriented towards a relaxing atmosphere for our members and guests, and giving very generously to the community organizations that promote the advancement of our community. The Republican Club of Hanover, 255 West Chestnut Street, Hanover, Pennsylvania.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
And we are ready to roll with our Wellspan opening tip tonight. York High and Northeastern. We'll talk about some other things coming up later as well. Don't want to let it go by. I got to mention tonight, I think anybody doing a sports broadcast should note that Brent Musburger is retiring tonight. He's one of my favorite sportscasters. I think truly a giant in the industry. I like listening to Brent. I thought he did a good job reporting. He brought the excitement to it as well. And he's calling his final game tonight on ESPN Georgia, Kentucky men's basketball. So hats off to Brent Musburger for a 50-year career in broadcasting.
Wow.
Yep. And when we're done tonight, we'll have college hoops as well. West Virginia at Iowa State, so that should be a good one as well. All right, Andy, what do you see as the keys here tonight?
Well, for York High, like Clovis said, I mean, his kid's got to put 4 good ones together in a hostile environment. They got to be smart. Both of these teams got to do the same thing. Northeastern's got to learn how to win the close ones, okay? And you know, this could come right down to the wire.
Yeah.
This is the time of year that you've got to pay attention to all the little things if you want to get to the next level. And this is a team, this Northeastern team's a team that can do that.
All right, the opening tip is up, controlled by the Bearcats. They run it down quickly. Jeanneret puts it up in traffic, does not go. And the rebound pulled in by Brandon Coleman.
Missed badly.
Back at the other end, the Bobcats will set up a man-to-man defense for the Bearcats.
And they switch now, so it's going to be, you know.
Yep. Fred Moba pulls it out, and it is Austin Green at center circle with Intermendi out on him now. Dribbles to the left elbow, drives to the baseline, and gets it back to Rizzuto. Rizzuto out top to Moba and Nate Wilson.
That's going to be a real good matchup right here. Casciano and Moba.
And Rizzuto drives into the paint, gives it up to Green. Green drives into Intermendi out to Wilson. Back to Moba, top of the key. Casciano to Rizzuto for 3. Short. And a rebound to Marquise McLean. McLean gets it out quickly. Cassiano's jumper at the other end. That won't go, and Moba has the rebound. Moba will push it. Moba in the paint. Oh, looked like he traveled, but no call, and the basket goes, and it's 2-0 Northeastern.
You know, looked like the 440, the old 400 meters.
All right, in the front court, Cassiano. We have a low post. They go to McLean. McLean traveled as he started. I want to mention we have a good officiating crew tonight. Dave Consino and John Eister, two of the best around, and also Michael Ludwig. So it's a good crew to call this game. And walking it up now is Green, Austin Green. Dribbles at the top of the key. Gives it up to Moba, right elbow. Cassiano right on him, around a screen. Moba pulls up from 16. Got it. Moba's a couple of buckets, and the Bobcats lead it 4-0.
I'm telling you what, he did not get off well against Spring Grove. He gets off well tonight. That could spell trouble for York High.
Averages 15-3 a game. He's second on the team in scoring. And the Bearcats attacking the far basket. We are in the corner here. Skip pass over to Intermendi. Drives baseline on Coleman, but pulls it back out as the help was there. McLean on the baseline now. He's working one-on-one against Wilson. Skips it out, way out, threw it in the backcourt. Turnover by the Bearcats, and Northeastern will have it in the front court.
It's not what Coach Gallen was looking for to start this game. First couple of minutes.
Mobo will inbound it there near center court. Goes back to Austin Green. Green up in the front court, picked up by Jaden Intermendi. Sit up to Moba. Moba drives the free throw line down the left side of the lane out to Wilson for 3, and it's good. Nate Wilson cashes in on the tray. Yep, Moba assists, and Clovis Gallen wants to talk it over. It's 7-0 Northeastern. 5:49 left in the first quarter on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Stony Brook Family Restaurant, located at 3560 East Market Street in York, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Completely remodeled, Stony Brook is the home of good food and hospitality at reasonable prices. Proudly serving the York area for over 30 years, Stony Brook is family-owned and now also serves beer and wine. For home cooking, homemade soup, steaks, seafood, our famous roasted chicken, or just about anything, visit Stony Brook Family Restaurant, 3560 East Market Street in York.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
All right, quick timeout for the Bearcats. Down 7-0 early here on the road at Northeastern, and the Bearcats have it in the front court of the 3 by Cassiano on the right side. It is good. Jaquez off the feed by Intermende. 44th tray of the year for Cassiano, and it's 7-3. At the other end, attacking is Green. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled in by Jeremiah McCarter, who's checked in. Intermende lost it in the front court, though. And unforced error there, I think, and it's going to be Bobcat basketball.
In the break, like I was saying, Northeastern getting off to the kind of start they wanted to get off against Spring Grove. A little more disciplined on both ends of the floor. You know, that's what Coach wants to see.
Bobcat ball, and Mulba has a lane to the hoop. He goes there and missed the layup. And a rebound by McLean.
I think he was stunned. He was so open.
Jenrette drives, gets it back to Intermende. He drives from the left side, and the 6'6 senior banks it home from about 6 feet out, and it's 7-5.
It's unbelievable that a kid 6'6 can drive to the basket like that.
Yeah. Green gives it up to Wilson on the left side, but they go low post now. Rizzuto cutting through the lane is Mulba. He gets it over to Brandon Coleman for 3. It's off the back of the rim. No, Rizzuto with the offensive board takes it back up, and it won't go. Rizzuto gets it again. And they're going to call Rizzuto on the second rebound for the over the back. His first. All right. 7-5, 4:40 left in the first quarter here, and this is a big one. Northeastern tied with Spring Grove for first place in Division I. Spring Grove tonight on the road at Dallastown. That's huge. Dallastown needs a win to stay in it. If they lose and Central wins tonight, and they are at home against Southwestern, so they probably will, that will eliminate the Wildcats from the league playoffs and cement Central in that third spot. And a left side. As I say that, we get a report from Cade Burdett, and Southwestern leads Central 31-28 at the half. So what do I know? Driving to the hoop and spinning as Jenrette won't get it to go, but gets his own rebound. That won't go either. Gets it again, takes it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Northeastern. Kyrie Jenrette with a couple of offensive rebounds, and the Bearcats still have it.
Bearcats hanging in on the offensive glass.
Yeah. And that is a bit of a shocker on the Southwestern score.
Yeah.
Intermende in the corner, and the shot put up, missed. Rebound by Mulba. Mulba runs out, pushes it between 3. Bearcats takes it to the hoop and hits it. Mulba has 6 in the early going, and it's 9-5.
I'm telling you what, I'm not sure I've seen somebody again. He just knifed through 3 guys and got to the rim, untouched.
Wow. So it's 9-5 Northeastern, 3:45 left in the first quarter. Bearcats attack, driving is McCarter, puts it up. Rizzuto got a hand on it.
You got to watch that.
A lot of contact at the other end. Mulba feeds it to Green, who threw it back for Rizzuto, but nobody there. It goes out of bounds, and the Bearcats have it.
Well, I think Green tried to do a little too much there. He got the pass from Mulba. Mulba drew the defense. He should have just taken it to the glass.
Nate Eister in for Austin Green for Northeastern. Eister, the 6'2 junior. And Jaquez Cassiano, the 5'9 senior point guard, brings it up for Clovis Gallen. To the right side he goes, picked up by Mulba, gets it to Jenrette. Jenrette shaking and baking outside, down the lane, scoop shot goes. Nice drive by the 6' junior Kyrie Jenrette. It's 9-7. Northeastern is back. Mulba gives it to Rizzuto. Rizzuto, top of the key. Coleman driving on the clean. Lost it, though. It's picked up by Jenrette at the other end. Takes it to who? Blocked out of bounds by Coleman, and will stay with the Bearcats.
You know, that's what I don't think you're going to be able to do tonight against this Bearcat team, is just come down and go knifing down the lane. I'm telling you, they are very athletic. They're very long, and they're very quick with their hands. They're going to defend. They're going to defend the lane tonight.
A shoe being tied, a momentary pause here.
that's been all night here.
And McCarter will inbound it for the Bearcats. We had an overtime JV contest. Northeastern won on a last-second shot, 55-54.
Which should be illegal.
Yeah. McCarter driving. Rizzuto hits the deck. Going for the Academy award on the flop there. Didn't get the call, and that's a good no call. Out front they go. Cassiano's three is off the left side, and Coleman high for the rebound.
Wow.
Coleman gets it ahead. Wilson back to Coleman. Bearcats wanted to travel. Wilson's three is short. Rebound by Intermendi. And he will push it up the floor. It's going to be intense tonight, Andy.
Oh, absolutely. These are two. I'll tell you what, this is not for the weak of heart out here tonight.
Cassiano,
these guys are going to go at each other.
In the far corner, low post McCarter, he's double, goes back out to Cassiano. Bearcats are just 7-11 and 5-7 in the league, but McCarter on the baseline. They beat Spring Grove on the road, so they can do it. Reverse layup by Intermendi. Nice shot.
Intermendi gets open on the low box ball side and just made a behind-the-back kind of layup.
It is 9-9. That was tough. And a jumper outside. No. Long rebound, though, to Rizzuto. And the Bobcats will get another shot at it. Mulba with it.
Can't give Mulba that much room out front.
Nope. Gets a screen, drives. Now step back jumper from 15 is good. He is feeling it tonight.
This kid is unbelievable. I mean, he went at the kid, and like you said, he stepped back into the side to create the space to get that 12-footer off.
Anton Johnson reports from West York. The Bulldogs lead Eastern 15-12 at the half.
Wow.
Eastern's in a funk right now. Three in the corner by Cassiano. Rims out. Offensive rebound by Kyrie Genret. The stick back is good. Genret at 6 feet is playing inside tonight. He has 4, and we're tied at 11.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure that, we'll see now. This is the kind of game that Eister really wants, but wants to see how his boys react.
Rizzuto's three won't go from the left side. Rebound by McLean, and a steal by Northeastern. Coleman, he lobs it for Rizzuto, who banks it home.
Nice play that time. You cannot go to sleep against this Northeastern Bobcat press.
13-11 Bobcats, final minute of the first period. They go down low post to Intermendi, working on Coleman as the height advantage turns, banks it off the glass. No, good shot, wouldn't go though. Eister's rebound. Gives it off to Mulba. Mulba, who's been on fire in the first quarter. Top of the key, gives it up. No, doesn't. Give it to Wilson. Now gives it to Coleman on the left side. Brandon Coleman backs it out from the three-point line. Wilson, top of the key. He's open for three. That's short, though. Well short. Rebound by McCarter. And a foul by Eister. Reaching.
Just kind of standing there 60 feet from the basket. Not a good, smart play.
Just a second foul in this first quarter, both on Northeastern. Subs now for the Bearcats, Messiah Anderson, Clovis Gallen check in. And for York High, I should say, for Northeastern, Austin Green back in. And Todd Pondo makes his first appearance, a 6'3 senior.
Clovis Gallen can give you good minutes. A sophomore, coach's son, but he plays hard. He can give it inside and outside.
Yeah, hit 22 threes on the season. Bearcats down a deuce, 20 seconds left in the period. Genret bothered out front there by Green, gives it up to Gallen. Gallen with Coleman on him. Clovis dribbles it now, clock at 13. Pulls it back to center court, clock at 10. Drop behind the back. Gallen still dribbling against Coleman, clock at 6. In the corner he goes, in some trouble, gets it to Genret, clock at 1. Genret has to put it up, doesn't get the shot off. Bad possession by the Bearcats.
Oh, great defense by Northeastern that time.
We played one. It's Northeastern 13, York High 11. Second quarter comes your way next on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
It's 13-11 here in Manchester. Northeastern after one over York High. Just one quick comment, Andy. 15-12, West York beating Eastern. Eastern scored 29 points Friday. Something wrong with the Golden Knights right now.
Is that a halftime?
That's a halftime score.
That's a halftime score?
Yep.
The JV game or varsity?
There's something
going on down in Eastern. That team, we watched them against Suburban, and even though Suburban's down this year, I thought they played with a lot of energy, and that was the first or second night or third night of whatever that was that they had down there with their
Well,
head
and
coach.
it was also, I think, the third game without Jared Achterberg, so they were still adjusting. And I don't know, something funky going on. We'll see him Friday against Dover. What should have been. Here's a three by Mulva. You start the second quarter too strong. Rebounds battled for, and Austin Green comes away with it for Northeastern. And Mulva almost had it stolen, did save it. And we have a foul.
Somebody had the foul.
I think it's Anderson. Yes, Messiah Anderson, the 6'2 senior, picks up his first on the Bearcats. But anyway, that game on Friday could still be if Eastern wins tonight for Division II, as Dover has the lead right now. They're off tonight, but if Eastern loses tonight, Dover's Division II champs. A steal by Anderson, and then he was grabbed by Brandon Coleman. So that'll be the first foul on Coleman. Nice anticipation by Anderson, and the Bearcats will have it. 7:35 left in the half, and it's 13-11 Northeastern.
Right? The last couple of minutes of the first quarter and the first minute here of this quarter, first 30 seconds, Northeastern Bobcats are reverting to playing not the good basketball, disciplined basketball we watched them play earlier.
Intermendi driving from the left side, almost lost it, saves it and gets it over to Jenrette on the right side. Low post, he goes to Anderson, spins against Green, gets it back out to Jenrette. His three won't go, and the rebound is fought for, and Clovis Gallen able to pull it in for the Bearcats, and we have a whistle on the baseline. John Eister has the call.
He might have Eister again. Yep.
That's two on the 6'2 junior Nate Eister, and he goes to the bench now, and Antonio Rizzuto checks back in.
And he's not, here's another thing. You don't get Rizzuto off early. He's their leading scorer.
Drive down the left side. Anderson's layup is short, and the rebound is pulled in by Green. Austin Green pushes it. Oh, he's lobbed it a little too high. Mulva had to save it, but he saved it right to Anderson, who gets his second steal. And then at the other end, we're going to have a held ball as they got it to Jenrette. He was tied up there by Todd Apondo. The owner of possession will keep it with York High.
They were trying to hit that alley-oop to Mulva. It's unbelievable. What's he listed at?
5'9".
Okay, you're 5'9" and 2. You're alley-ooping 2 to 5'9".
Right.
Okay, it's not the other way around.
He had a dunk Spring Grove on Friday.
Yes, he did.
And McCarter checks in for York High along with McLean. Clovis Gallen has it on the left side now at the arc. Goes low post to McLean. McLean to Anderson cutting down the lane. Coleman hits it and knocked it out of bounds. And it's going to stay with York High.
Called it a held ball.
Yeah,
they let them play a little bit.
Yeah. Still 13-11. No score yet in the second quarter. 6:46 left. Northeastern leading. Bobcats beat York High, as I mentioned, 79-61 earlier. Deep three by Cassiano off the left side. Offensive rebound by Gallen. Takes it up over Coleman and hits it.
And that's what the kid can do for you, coming off the bench. Clovis Gallen getting up on the offensive glass, working hard.
6'2 sophomore ties it at 13. 6.5 left in the first. Spin move down the lane by Green, and he's fouled as he takes it to the hoop, and that's going to be, I believe, the second one on Messiah Anderson. It is. That's a nice spin move out front by Austin Green, a 5'10 senior. He goes to the line for 60% on the year.
Green somewhat out of control that time, but driving it right down the lane and getting to the glass.
Missed the first free throw. Anderson will sit down now, and Jaden Intermendi, the 6'6 senior, checks back in with 4 points and a rebound so far.
That's the one thing York High will definitely have an advantage over Northeastern. They'll go deeper than they will.
Second free throw is good by Green. That gives the Bobcats the lead back at 14-13. 6:20 left in the half. Ron Ruben and Andy Bria here. Glad you're with us tonight. Should be a good one. Top of the key, Intermendi, right side of McCarter, beyond the arc, about 2 steps.
Showing a lot of patience against this Northeastern man-to-man, but they have to because there's really nowhere early to go in the possession.
Gallen dribbling out front with Green on him. And Gallen still with it on the left side. Needs some help. Goes back to Intermendi. Intermendi drives. Coleman is there to cut him off the top of the key, and Intermendi pulls it back to center court. They go to McLean on the baseline. McLean now drives against Opondo, takes it up with the left hand. Tough shot by Marquise McLean. It is good, and the Bearcats lead 15-14.
5 guys on the board for the Bearcats.
Mulva crossover dribble out front, head fake, gives it back to Rizzuto, pulls up from the free throw line, too strong. Rebound Gallen.
That's shots he probably makes.
Gallen pushes it to McCarter on the baseline, and McLean feeds it to Intermendi, cutting down the lane. His layup, too strong, but knocked out of bounds by the Bearcats as Gallen crashed but couldn't control it.
Gallen had the position. He couldn't bring it down. Timeout, John Eisner.
You bet. 5:25 left in the half. 15-14 Bearcats on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Ready or not, winter driving is on its way. So allow the service professionals at Fink's Garage to check your vehicle to make sure it's ready for the weather that's sure to be coming. We can check your tires, coolant, belts and hoses, battery, and other maintenance needs so that you can be confident about your car for winter. Call Fink's Garage at 717-854-5175. That's 854-5175 to schedule your winter checkup. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And back at Manchester, Ron Room and Andy Bria with you here. 5:25 left in the first half. 15-14, Bearcats leading the Bobcats.
That's the kind of game we wanted, Ron.
Yep. Northeastern ball in the front court. Mulba gives it to Green. Green down the left side of the lane. Off to Opondo. He pops from 17. Rolled around and came out. Rebound by Jeanneret. His fourth. It's it off to McCarter. McCarter in the front court. Over to Jeanneret down the right side. Feeds it to Cassiano. 15-foot jumper on the baseline. No offensive rebound. Intermendi, but knocked away by Mulba. So Mulba. Yep. Mulba with the steal, and he gets it to Coleman for the slam down the right side.
I tell you what, he looked him off and came back to him, and that's what got Coleman loose.
With the right hand, he throws it down, and then Bobcats reclaim the lead. 16-15, driving on the baseline is Intermendi, and there's a blocking foul called by Mike Ludwig. And the foul is going to go on Brandon Coleman. That is 2 on Coleman, and he will sit down now as Nate Wilson checks back in. So as you mentioned, Andy, not a deep bench for the Bobcats. And McCarter checks it. Oh, nice pass inside to Intermendi on the cut, but blocked inside by Opondo. Intermendi sticks with it, takes it back up, and draws the foul this time on the 6'3 senior Todd Opondo. And Intermendi will shoot 2. Jaden is 76% on the year.
Nice move that time. Intermendi taking his time, using a shot fake to get up and get that foul.
Jaden hits the first. That makes it 16-16 with 4:43 left before halftime.
You know, if you remember in the interview, Coach Eisner was talking about he doesn't get a chance because of, his victories have been so one-sided. These are the kind of games you got to hang in for 4 quarters and have the discipline to win.
Jaden hits them both, 17-16. Beautiful spin move by Mulba, but a block and then a follow by Rizzuto.
That was unbelievable. That's a 360-degree move by the kid going into the lane.
So good offense, good defense, and then a good follow, and it's 18-17. Northeastern McLean on the baseline. His double team has it slapped away by Wilson, and here come the Bobcats, and Green takes it coast to coast, and he draws the foul. Tell you what, Northeastern is up and down the floor, and it's on Intermendi. That's Jaden's first, Bearcats' third, and Austin Green back to the line where he is 1 of 2 tonight.
You know, that's what they want to do. That's where they shine in that running game. I bet you if you go back and look at the analyticals, they probably got 65% of their points this year out of that fast break.
First free throw is good by Green. That makes it 19-17 Bobcats. They average 71.5 a game, and the Bearcats average 66. So we're likely to see some points tonight. Both free throws good, and it's 20-17. Bovis Gallen brings it into the front court, gives it to McLean between the circles now. Wilson on him. Left side to go to Intermendi beyond the arc. And they skip it over to McCarter for 3. That's off the back of the rim, no. And Opondo has the rebound, his first. Gets it off to Green. Green, hits the deck, lost it, and picked up by McLean, who gets it ahead to Jeanneret, who hits the running layup.
Jeanneret that time leaked out. You got to make sure you get in front of Mulba.
Yep. And it's 20-19 now. And Red Lion is leading New Oxford 17-14 at the half. So low scorers abounding tonight, and some surprises in the league players. A jumper by Mulba at the free throw line. It's too strong. Rebound by McLean. He has 4, and he gets it ahead now to Jeanneret. Jeanneret in the paint to Gallen. Contact, no call. Down the baseline goes McCarter, who banks it home from 6 feet, and the Bearcats take the lead 21-20.
McCarter thought somebody wanted a charge, end up with McCarter with the ball going baseline.
So Anthony Anello on the scene for us in Redline with that score in the Lions leading New Oxford. Andy, you may have called that one.
I'll tell you, it's going to be a strange week here.
Yeah. Mulba in the lane, lost it, saves it, pokes it out to Rizzuto, rises up for three. He's off tonight, and a rebound by Jenrette.
He was off the other night.
Get it ahead to Gallen. Gallen in the corner, driving on the baseline. Is McCarter, feeds to McLean, cutting down the lane. He hits the bucket. That was a nice feed by McCarter, and it's 23-20. The Bearcats lead is 3.
You know what? This is as well as I've seen him work offensively in a team situation. McLean cutting down the lane that time.
Mulba on the left side around a screen, gives it up to Wilson. Wilson out to Rizzuto. Rizzuto back to Mulba. He pops a 3 from the left side. It's too strong. Intermendi with the rebound, and here come the Bearcats now. Gallen with it. Oh, fires a length of the court to McLean, back outside, and a 3 is good by McCarter. And a timeout taken by John Eister.
He needs it. He's got to have it right now.
McCarter's 17th 3 of the year. It's 26-20, 2:07 left in the half. We will keep it here. And you're right, this is impressive by the Bearcats, Andy.
You know, they've been able to play this kind of basketball all year. The problem is they'll come apart at some point. They'll have a 4 or 5 minute stretch, and they don't do it. On the other side of the coin right now, we've seen this now twice from Northeastern. We watched them Friday night against a great Spring Grove team, and now watching them against a good York High team, and they're not playing well. Rizzuto, how many times have you mentioned his name in the first half? And he's their leading scorer at 19-9 a game. I'm telling you. The kid, and what he's putting up is, you can make a fireplace out of those shots. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
I know you didn't. That's
okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, Littlestown is leading York Tech at the half, 36-26, and if the Bolts win that one, I believe they will cement their spot in the league playoffs.
Wow.
So congrats to them.
Yeah, really.
And 9-5 Dallastown leading Spring Grove in the second quarter. Andy, maybe it's the weather or something. Nobody can score tonight. Bobcats back with it. Mulba drives down, feeds it to Green, cutting down the lane, missed the layup, gets his own rebound. They'll get another shot at it. Here's Wilson for 3, and it's good.
And Wilson just drilled that one, but I'll tell you what, great work by Green that time to get the ball out to Wilson, working the offensive glass.
26-23, Bearcats by 3, .35 left in the half. Intermendi has it out front. Bearcats in the traveling unis, blue with the orange trim and the white numbers. Bobcats, white uniforms, orange numbers and trim. Packed house here at Manchester. Bobcats 18-2 and 10-2, and they get it out to McCarter for 3, and it's good.
McCarter Bird, that might have been an NBA 3.
Yeah.
He was out there.
29-23 now. McCarter's second 3 of the half. Bearcats up by 6. Green gets the screen to the free throw line, gives it to Wilson. Wilson back to Mulba. Mulba, free throw line, crossover dribble, takes it down against Jenrette, takes it up and hits it.
And I tell you what, he wanted to foul and probably should have got it. But that's his only points of the second quarter after having 8 in the first half.
29-25 now. Bearcats up, and Intermendi standing at center court. Gives it back to McLean. They may pull it out and hold for one here.
Absolutely. Let's see if they've got the discipline to hold it.
35 seconds. Intermendi dribbles near center court.
I think Eister be satisfied to try to stop him here and go in only down 4.
Yep. Intermendi now challenged by Opondo, and he gives it over to McLean. Clock at 20. McLean dribbling against Wilson, now to Intermendi. Intermendi with Green on him to the right side and pulls it back. Gives it now to Jenrette. Clock at 12. Kyrie between the legs, around a screen by McLean down the left side. Scoop shot in, tough shot around Wilson, and it goes.
Who is that? I can't
Kyrie
see.
Jenrette.
That's 8 for him.
And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Bearcats. The Bobcats will have it. 2 seconds left. Wilson will inbound it. They'll have time for a catch and shoot. And Wilson gets it into Rizzuto. Rizzuto from 3-quarter court, and it hit the backboard. Doesn't go. All right, we have reached halftime. Our score, the York High Bearcats 20 and the Northeastern Bobcats 12. The Flying Feet halftime show comes your way next on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then You push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer. And whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Montrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, we're back at Manchester. Ron Rubin and Andy Bria. It is halftime, the Flying Feet halftime show, and York High leading Northeastern 31-25, Andy, and the Bobcats are struggling.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, it's amazing to me that this team, as talented as they are, they came out, they looked real good in the first couple of minutes, and then it looked like they go, once they go to more one-on-one, that's when it hurts them, and I don't know. We'll see if they can come out strong in the second half.
Bobcats were undefeated on January 20th, Andy. They lost to Central that night. They lost last Friday to Spring Grove. So
yeah,
they've lost two of their last three and are behind here at halftime.
And if you listen to John Eister the other night, was talking about the schedule that he plays. In other words, basically he was telling me, we beat the teams we should have beat. Yeah. Now we're playing teams that, can give us a basketball game we need to not be able to play.
Well, they beat him the first time around.
Yeah,
they beat them all the first time around.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah,
all right.
He knows that.
All right. Well, we shall see what the deal is. This is the Flying Feet halftime show. Bearcats lead the Bobcats by 6. We're going to come back and have our halftime stats courtesy of Fink's Garage right after this.
Penn State York is a great place to start your Penn State education close to home. Penn State York offers 10 baccalaureate degrees, 8 baccalaureate minors, 5 2-year associate degrees, and 1 master's degree. The campus also offers the first 2 years of most of Penn State's more than 160 baccalaureate degree majors. But the York campus offers so much more than just academics. You can compete in intercollegiate athletics in 6 sports, 3 for women, 3 for men, as part of the Penn State University Athletic Conference. There are also 24 different clubs on campus, ranging from academic pursuits to photography to live theater to student government. And of course, you can be a part of FAWN to fight pediatric cancer. Whatever your interests, you can pursue them at Penn State York, and you'll have a prestigious Penn State degree to launch your professional career. Find out more at york.psu.edu. To apply, click on the green Apply Now tab at the top of the homepage. Penn State York. Everything Penn State, right here in York County.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by Shiloh American Legion Post 791, a veterans organization dedicated to helping veterans and youth of York County. Shiloh American Legion Post 791, located at 1490 Poplars Road in York.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Flying Feet halftime show from Northeastern. Bearcats leading Northeastern 31-25. Our stats now from Fink's Garage. We'll start with the Bearcats of York High.
All right, Jaquez Casciano, 1-3 early for 3 points. He's been open, but they haven't gotten him the ball. Jaden Intermenti, 2 short field goals, 2 of 2 from the line. He's got 6. Jeremiah Carter, 2 threes and a deuce, 8 points. Kyrie Jenneret's been working hard. 4 short field goals for 8. Marquez McLean off the bench, 2 short field goals, 4 points, and Clovis Gallen off the bench, 1 field goal for 2. They scored 11 in the first quarter and 20 in the second quarter.
Yes, they did, and leading them on the boards, the 6-foot junior Kyrie Jenrette. McLean has 4. Marquis also with a couple of assists, and Messiah Anderson has 2 steals for the Bobcats of Northeastern.
All right, and a couple, here's we go for Northeastern. Brandon Coleman, 1 dunk, 2 points. Austin Green, 3 of 4 from the line, no field goals, 3 points. Antonio Rizzuto, he scores 20 points a game. He had 1 short field goal in the first quarter and 1 in the second quarter. He has not looked good now, to me, in at least 6 quarters in the last 2 times we've seen him in 2 games in a row. I don't know what's going on there. Fred Mulba, he is the man, the myth, and the legend as far as I'm concerned. 5 field goals, 10 points, and I'll tell you what, he can do it all, that kid. And Nate Wilson, 2 long ones, 1 in the first, 1 in the second for 6 points. 13 and 12, they got 25.
All right, and for the Bobcats rebounding-wise, Green leads them with 3. Mulba has a couple of assists, but by my count, Andy, the Bearcats have out-rebounded Northeastern 18-11, and the Spring Grove out-rebounded them Friday as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had 2 kids with double-doubles, Panther and Brooks, and they were badly out-rebounded. I think, they're always leaking kids out to see if they can't get the fast break. Problem is you can't fast break without the basketball.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Our halftime stats from Fink's Garage. Take a break. Get our Broadway Trans halftime scores. It's York High 31, Northeastern 25 on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
31-25 here. York High leading Northeastern. Our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard. Anton Johnson reporting from West York. Bulldogs leading Eastern 15-12 at the half. Wow.
Something is definitely not right in Eastern land.
You are not kidding. 29 points on Friday. All right, Cade Burdett is on the scene. At halftime, it was Southwestern 31, Central 28. We now see that Central has taken a lead in that 48-45 in the fourth. We'll keep you posted. Cade Burdett will tell us when it's over, and that's a huge game for Central because if they win and Dallastown loses, Central is in the league playoffs. Dallastown is out in the second quarter now. Spring Grove leading Dallastown 22-11. Ben Faree is there. He's our best guy, and he'll let us know what's going on there. But right now, Dallastown in a hole. And Josh Layton reporting from Pond Grove that Suburban leading Kennerdale 23-20 at the half. So Suburban looking for its 6th win of the season. And Anthony Nello and Red Lions up over New Oxford 17-14. That could be a tough loss. New Oxford fighting for a district playoff spot. And Littlestown leading York Tech 47-37 in the fourth. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but about 99% sure if the Bolts win that one, they are in the league playoffs. So congrats to them on a nice season. That's our York Traditions Bank halftime scoreboard. Take a break, come back. Andy will get us ready for the second half. It's Bearcats 31, Bobcats 25.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. We have fuel cards, we have a credit card, checking, we have small business loans, and the credit card deposit account, and it's real easy to keep everything together on the online system. Small business owners have to be realistic. There are bumps in the road, cash flow, purchasing of equipment, and what's been really interesting with York Traditions is you call them in good times, that's always great, you do your reviews, but what's best is when you call them when things are rough and you need help, because these guys also serve as good advisors for small business, and you're not judged, it's simply working together for a good solution, side by side. When things are tough is where a bank will shine. It really is about building the relationship, and this is what York Traditions does. Small business has to appreciate that.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
All right, 31-25 York High as we start the second half. Andy, what's the deal?
All right, well, York High's just got to continue to play with that composure they showed in the first 2 quarters. They played 2 really good quarters. On the other side of the coin, Northeastern's got to get Risotto off, and I believe Coleman. Both of those got to start scoring some points.
Northeastern has the ball to start. Attack the basket, the far end of the floor, Rizzuto. Here's Coleman out front, gives it up to Mulba. Mulba on the dribble to the left side of the free throw line, back to Coleman. McLean is on him. He fakes it to Rizzuto, keeps it, drives down the right side, spins, lost it, and they're going to call a foul there. Dave Cancino has the call on the baseline. It's on Marquise McLean. That's his first. Bearcats first of the second half, and 2 free throws coming for Brandon Coleman. 58% on the year, and first free throws of the night.
Well, he went strong from the top. Missed that one badly.
He missed it off to the left.
But he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He went down the right lane line and went right to the glass.
Second free throw for the 6'2 senior. That's off the back of the rim. No, Rizzuto tried to get the rebound, and it is saved by Mulba at midcourt. Mulba in the lane, lost it, saved it, goes out to Coleman. Up top now to Green, left side Wilson in the corner. Rizzuto drives on McCarter, takes it up from 6 feet and hits it. Nice drive that time by Rizzuto.
Right, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to get involved in this offense. They need another. Bearcats just threw it away.
Rizzuto has 6 on the night now, and Ben Ferree reports in at halftime. Spring Grove 26, Dallastown 23. So, wow. Again, that's huge. Dallastown needs a win, and if they're going to hang in against with the Central, if Central loses, then they're still in it, but Central's winning in the fourth quarter. Out front, this is Green. Has to kick it back. Rizzuto, top of the key left side of Wilson now. Wilson gives it up to Mulba. Mulba around a screen, goes to Green on the right side. He drives baseline against Intermendi. Feeds it out to Rizzuto for 3 on the left side. Yes!
Okay, now that's exactly what we were talking about. Get him going. He's got 5 early.
Green's second assist of the game, and it's a 5-0 run for Northeastern to start. They've cut the Bearcat lead to 1. McLean at the left side, and the elbow goes out front to McCarter, drives and gives it back to Cassiano, crosses over against Mulba, gives it back to Jenrette, drives down the lane, kicks it out to McLean for 15. No offensive rebound. Intermendi, Jaden takes it down the lane and hits the right-handed scoop layup.
Great play by Intermendi that time. Gets the rebound and then back, like he said, right down the lane to get the deuce.
33-30 Bearcats. Mulba drives at the other end, and the 6'6 Intermendi changed that shot, and it's no good. Cassiano with the rebound, gets it to McLean in the center, feeds it in the corner to McCarter for 3. It's good.
I'll tell you what, they're shooting the lights out right now on both sides.
McLean has 3 assists, and at the other end, Mulba goes coast to coast, but missed the layup. And again, there were trees in there swatting at it. Rebound by McCarter to Intermendi. Nice feed on the baseline to Jenrette, who hits the layup.
And I'll tell you what, Jenrette missed his dribble. Was the only reason he got free to the glass. Otherwise, he was going to eat it.
Good job in the middle of that break by Intermendi.
Absolutely.
Behind the back, Mulba down the lane, kicks it in the corner to Coleman, over to Rizzuto for 3. Ooh. That's off, and a rebound by
He's got a guy wide open.
Get it to McCarter. McCarter down the lane, McLean, and blocked by Coleman. And Rizzuto comes down with it, gets it to Mulba down the right side. Offensive foul as McCarter took the charge.
And see, that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Even though he got the breakaway pass, the long court pass, the kid's planted there. He was going roots, for God's sake.
And we saw that a couple times on Friday.
Yes, we did. Completely out of control that time.
Bearcats back and leading at 38-30 now. 5:05 left in the third. Cassiano gives it to McCarter as they run the weave a little bit. McCarter back to the big red, orange, and at center court. High post McLean. McLean left side of the lane. Feeds it over to Cassiano. Baseline jumper is good.
He lives over there, and that's only his second field goal. A short deuce, but, you know, still, they're 10-point lead right now.
Yep, McLean 4 assists. Mulba drives.
No,
he traveled in the lane.
Yeah.
He got the shot off. It didn't go anyway.
Hitting a lot of bodies.
Yep. So a 10-point York High lead with 4:40 left, and Eister in for Mulba. You know, Eister will talk with him a bit.
I think this is a key spot right here, 440, 10-point lead. This is where you learn, if you're a good basketball team, how to take over and come back and win basketball games.
McCarter in the front court. Left side they go. Low post now to Intermendi. Turns on Eister, drives baseline. The double team comes. He kicks it back to McLean at the free throw line. Feeds it Intermendi on the baseline. Reverse layup is good.
He used the backboard that time, or he was going to get that block.
At the other end, Green drives, and driving layup by Austin Green cuts it to back to 10 at 42-32.
You know, Clovis Gallen will be happy to trade baskets with him the rest of the game.
Jeremiah McCarter brings it up against Green. Goes left side now to Cassiano, about 25 feet out.
And this is where they've showed patience that I have not seen out of York High. Look at
nice
this.
feed cutting down the right side. Intermendi hits it. A beautiful feed by Cassiano, and it's 44-32.
That was too easy.
And Cassiano does a flop down there against Green. No, Green got two offensive rebounds, and neither of them went. Wilson saves it, gets it down for Coleman, who hits the layup.
Wow, Green worked in the offensive glass 3 times, and he missed the same shot.
Still for a 10-point Bearcat lead, 3:35 left. That was a pretty pass last time by Cassiano.
Yes, and
Intermendi.
We didn't get a chance to talk about it because this action's so fast. I'm still thinking about 4 plays later.
McCarter's three from the left side won't go, but nobody got a body on Cassiano, but he missed it. Jenrette gets it back, takes it up, hits the deck, no call. Now they call it.
Wow, they got bodies laying, Bearcats laying everywhere.
Wow.
Okay, so what you got is you got Jenrette going in. McLean makes the layup. He's going to get 1. I don't know who the fouls are on. Jenrette in there gets the offensive glass. Bodies were just everywhere.
Well, they're not putting it up on our board, Andy. I don't know if you can look out on the other board and see who that foul is on, because I have no idea. McLean hits it.
I have none.
It's a 3-point play. Yeah, I don't know. So it's 47-34 right now. York High up by 13. 3 by Coleman on the left side. Is way off on the right, but he hustles and chases it down. Gets it out to Wilson for 3 at the top of the key. That won't go. Rebound by McCarter. And a foul or just a...
No, he just got out of
bounds. So he's going to stay with York High as Nate Wilson goes to the bench now. And Fred Mulba checks back in for Northeastern. McCarter brings it up. Gives it to Jenrette. Jenrette at the left elbow, top of the key, Intermendi. 2:48 left in the third. York High by 13.
Intermendi definitely directing traffic.
Mulba hits it, and watch out. Wow. And Fred Mulba crashed into the table here, but he pops right back up. And appears to be all right, so that's good. Clovis Gallen in for the Bearcats now, and Jenrette will take a seat. So it's Bobcat ball, or Bearcat ball rather, and they are up by 13 here with 2:40 left in the third, and Intermendi, a 6'6" senior, works it up against Eister. In the front court, gives it off to Jaquez Cassiano. Skip pass over to McCarter here.
Got him on a block.
Intermendi with Eister. Eister bodied him out, though.
Yep.
And Gallen with a deep 3. It's good.
I tell you what, they're just, they're lighting it up right now.
Yep. At the other end, Coleman drives down the right side, and this is going to be, I believe, a blocking foul on Intermendi.
This is 16-point basketball.
Yep. No, it's on Marquise McLean. That's his second. And so Brandon Coleman will shoot 2. He's 0-2 at the line tonight. So this is a key juncture. You just have for Northeastern, Andy. If they lose tonight, that's 3 of 4 they will have lost.
Right. And we watched them play maybe a quarter of really good basketball.
McLean sits down now, and couldn't see who replaced him right now. We'll get that in a moment. Second free throw is no good. Long rebound to Clovis Gallen. I think Messiah Anderson is checked in for York. And they get it ahead quickly to Cassiano. In the corner they go. McCarter, another 3. This one rims out, and rebound and pull. Watch out. A little shoving afterwards. Rebound is pulled in by Austin Green, and the Bearcat fouls on
22.
Clovis Gallen. That is his first. 6th rebound for Austin Green. So the Bobcats down 15. 2 minutes left in the third. They need to find it somewhere.
Well, they need to find a rhythm. And right now, offensively, they have not found it.
Rizzuto in the low post. He kicks it across the court to Coleman, who drives from the left side and hits a nice driving layup by Brandon Coleman, who has 7, and it's 50-37.
This is the offense. This is the end, though, that they've got to shut him down now.
Bearcats have it in the front court, and Cassiano gives it up to Gallen. Gallen on the left side, and he's bothered out there by Green. Green knocked it away, and it went off Gallen, so they get the turnover.
They're working Intermendi. At least Coach Gallen's working Intermendi down low, and he's on Nate Eister, and that's a mismatch. Get him the ball. Put the ball down low to him.
Hovis Gallen sits down now, and McCarter checks back in. And Mulba is fouled out front by Cassiano. Jaquez is first, and the team's fourth here in the half. 2 on Northeastern. 1:22 left in the third. Fred Mulba will inbound it. He gets it into Austin Green. Green on the dribble on the left side. Gives it to Rizzuto at the free throw line. Hits the jumper. Caught it in rhythm and shot it.
I tell you what, doesn't get to look any prettier than that. I mean, right at the top of the cage.
All right, little 5-0 run here has cut it to 11 in the corner, and there's an offensive foul by Cassianos. He charged into Eister, who hit the deck hard. Yeah, Rizzuto hit the deck as well, and that's 2 on Jaquez. We did miss one foul somewhere on Northeastern. I'm not sure who that was, but let's see if we can catch it at the
2 on 35, 2 on 1, 1 on 5. Timeout.
Okay, timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:02 left in the third. Bearcats by 11.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, we are back here with 1:02 left in the third, and it's York High 50, Northeastern 39. Big game in Division I. Spring Grove is leading Dallastown 26-23. The Rockets, the Bobcats are tied for first place right now, and Southwestern Central's leading Southwestern in the fourth. That's key because if Dallastown loses and Central wins, Central's in the playoffs. And a spinning move down the lane by Fred Mulba, who hits it, and that gets it back to single digits, 50-41.
And you cannot defend him one-on-one going down the lane like that.
Bearcats a little cold here. It was 50-34, a 7-0 run now by Northeastern. And they trap. They get it to Intermendi. Intermendi here in the near corner. He fed it to Messiah Anderson, but Eister a step late there, and he picks up his third personal foul.
And that is to understand, you can't jump up over the back like that.
The fourth team foul on the sixth team foul on Northeastern, and Tata Pondo checks in, and apparently the fifth team foul on Northeastern. And they go deep to Cassiano, but it's intercepted by Mulba. Mulba against Cassiano in the paint. Head fake, takes it up, draws the foul on Anderson, and Mulba will shoot 2, and that's 3 on Messiah.
That's what I got him for. Mulba is just too quick with the basketball. I mean, that's unbelievable. He'll cut it to 7 here. That's unbelievable. They were down 16.
Yep. He's only 59% at the line on the season. Hasn't been there tonight and drops this one. You know, Andy, he was a defensive back on the football team, your old position, so.
I'll tell you what, the kid can play anything he wants as far as I'm concerned. I'd hate to try to be a receiver to go after this kid. Quick hands like that, man. And plus, he can elevate.
And he's built. I think he delivers a hit out there.
I bet you he does.
McLean checks in for Anderson. Missed the second. Rebound by McCarter. Jeremiah, 6th rebound.
It's the only mistake he's made all night.
20 seconds left in the third. The Bearcats by 8.
No foul here. If you're Northeastern, you do not want to foul.
Out front with it is Chandret, gives it to Intermendi. 7 seconds on the clock. Intermendi down the right side, and Mulba got a hand up, and Intermendi sticks with it. And a second tip-in goes for Jaden Intermendi. He with the buzzer doesn't. And so Intermendi's bucket gets it back to 10 after 3. Bearcats 52, Bobcats 42. Final 8 minutes coming your way next on the High School Basketball Game of the Week presented by Wells Penn Sports Medicine.
Today, it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full service and dependable protection. From the world's largest car insurer, see me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
High school sports on WOIK are brought to you in part by the Vigilant Fire Company Social Club, a social club that makes donations to the improvement of the community. 273 West Market Street in York.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All right, Kate Burdett reports that Central has defeated Southwestern 77-65. So if Dallastown loses to Spring Grove, Central is in the league playoffs. Here it is a 10-point York High lead over Northeastern. We start the final quarter, and if Spring Grove does defeat Dallastown tonight and Northeastern loses here, Spring Grove goes a game up in Division I.
Look at this. Patience being shown by York High.
Bearcats.
He's actually running this offense.
They're running the weave, and there's a foul.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is on McLean for setting the hard screen against Apondo, and that is 4-3 on Marquez McLean. He's had a nice game tonight, Andy. He has 7 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal.
But you got to understand the situation you're in, and that just wasn't a smart play.
Coleman offensive foul at the other end as he crashed into Jaden Intermendi, who took the charge. Coleman driving down the lane, fed it out to Mulba, but that is 3 on Brandon Coleman now, and the Bearcats have the ball in a 10-point lead, 7:21 remaining.
Everybody's got to calm down here and understand where we're at. Both sides.
Intermendi in the backcourt, working one-on-one against Coleman. Good ball handler, he's 6'6", and gets it into the front court. To McLean. McLean between the circles, spins away from Green, down the lane, crashed into Rizzuto, count the basket, and a foul, I believe. Yep. So McLean with the bucket and the foul on Antonio Rizzuto, his second, and Marquise McLean to the line where he is 1 of 1 tonight.
Hey, McLean playing. Nice basketball game. The young man that time, top of the key, got the opening in the lane, took it, and Rizzuto got there late.
6'2", sophomore, left-handed shot is good. He's 2 of 2 at the stripe, and that opens it back up to 13 for York High. A minute into the fourth. Mulba around a screen by Apondo. Skips it over to Coleman, back to Mulba between the circles. Left side now, Green drives in the paint, feeds it on the baseline to Apondo, who tacks the bucket and hits it. Nice feed by Green. Apondo is on the scoreboard.
Right, first bucket tonight, but that was all Green that time.
They get it back to McLean, batted away inside by Rizzuto, and they picked up by Coleman. Green down the other end, and he hits the layup.
Green, that's all Rizzuto. Rizzuto got the block there, got it out. Green finishes at the other end.
55-46, a 9-point York High lead. A little bit of a trap here defensively.
Yes.
And Jenrette tries from the left side. His scoop shot won't go. Rebound to Apondo. And Northeastern pushes it. Mulba tried to leave it. It was picked up by McCarter. McCarter lobs it for Intermendi. Gets it back to McLean, who hits the layup.
And you know what? That's got to be a timeout by somebody. Who is that? I don't know who's got the timeout. I need to watch.
It is timeout, I think, by Northeastern.
Yeah, Northeastern.
All right, it's a 57-46 York High lead. 6:10 left in the fourth quarter on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
All right, we're back, and Anton Johnson reports from West York that the Bulldogs have defeated Eastern 51-38, so the troubles continue for Eastern, and that means Dover is the Division II champion. So congratulations to Brian Schmoyer and the Eagles.
Well, I think Jared Eckenberg's loss has hurt them more than we thought it would. Well, no, we did think it was going to hurt, but it didn't look like it early.
No.
Now it has.
Yep, we'll have Eastern at Dover Friday, so we're going to look at them. Eastern still has a lot to play for in the league playoffs and the districts. Right here is 11-point lead by York High with 6 minutes left, so Northeastern has some work to do, and a 3 by Rizzuto won't go, and a foul inside. It's a Pondo going over the back of McLean, so that's on Northeastern. It's Todd's second, and that is going to be the 15 foul on Northeastern. The Bearcats have 7, so Northeastern will shoot the rest of the way. A 16 foul, so everybody's going to be shooting the rest of the way.
So that's a Pondo with the foul. That's his second.
Right.
Everybody shoots from here on out. 11-point lead. Here we go.
Full court press by Northeastern.
Yep.
McLean looking to get it in, gets it into Intermendi. Back to McLean, and he brings it up now.
Comes in trap.
Trap comes, McLean stumbles through it, and Mulba gets the interception here, and the Bobcats the other end. Mulba coast to coast and hits the layup.
Mulba almost got his jaw taken off that time by somebody out at the three-point line.
57-48. The York High lead is 9. And is there a steal out there? There is a steal by Green. Green back to Mulba. Mulba feeds it to Rizzuto, who hits the layup.
And that's what they do so well. Timeout, Clovis Dallin. He needs it right now.
Wow.
You know what? They just turned the speed up to about. I know they would have got a ticket if they were on a PA Turnpike. But, you know,
yeah. Well,
all of a sudden they went to a sellout trap, and York High wasn't ready for it.
57-50 now. Bearcats by 7. We'll keep it here for the moment. Again, the final scores we have. Central has beaten Southwestern 77-65. Panthers go to 14-7, 9-4. And Spring Grove was leading Dallastown at the half, 26-23. Spring Grove wins and Dallastown loses. Central is in the league playoffs. Dallastown is out. And Spring Grove and Northeastern right now are tied for first place in Division I. So we'll see. And West York has defeated Eastern 51-38, and that clinches Division II for Dover.
That's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, it's a shame for Eastern, man. They just came apart the last week. This game here, though, now let's see if the Bearcats can weather this. We just went from, dirt track to Formula One, man. The speed went, wow.
And McLean will inbound it against this full court press. Both teams in the bonus. They get it to Intermendi. Intermendi in a trap. Gets it to Cassiano.
And he
fires it to McCarter. So we're in the front court now. Back to Intermendi.
Now here's where you got to show patience.
McCarter blocked by Rizzuto. Boy, a lot of contact. And then lost it. Rizzuto picks it up. Takes it to the hoop against Intermendi. Left it short. Rebound by Green. That won't go. And the ball is out of bounds. Who does it belong?
Casino don't have a call. Heisler's got it. Northeastern ball.
Wow. A couple of golden opportunities, though, for the Bobcats, so they will keep the ball.
They're letting them play, I'll tell you what, because there's a lot of contact out front.
Mulbaugh gets it out to Green. Green and drives into the paint, feeds it back to Coleman. He'll put up Mulbaugh. Short three. Mulbaugh tried to save it. Couldn't do it, though. And it's going to be Bearcat ball.
I'm not sure that's the shot I want Mulbaugh taking that three. Here comes the trap.
McCarter with it in the backcourt. Over to Cassiano. Still in the backcourt. 5 minutes left. Bearcats by 7. In the front court, it's kicked. It's kicked by Coleman in the backcourt. People are diving for it. And Cassiano had it. He traveled. Yeah. And Mike Ludwig had the call. Call was not made last year in a game at Dallastown. It should have been. He dove on the floor and rolled, and that is a travel. And it is Northeastern ball in the front court, still trailing by 7.
That was a little different. He grabbed the ball and literally rolled over right in front of you.
Mulbaugh gets it into Opondo at center court. Back to Austin Green, guarded by Intermendi. On the big orange end at center court now. Left-hand dribble around a screen, down the lane he goes. A lot of contact, no call, out of bounds off Northeastern.
Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you what, any other game this year, Ron, that would have been 4 shots.
Yeah.
They're just letting them play now.
McLean was the defender, and Intermendi, and there's a foul.
John Eisner's going to call that one.
And he did. He called it on Coleman, the block, or Green. I'm sorry, that's Austin's first. But it is a 1-and-1 now for Jeremiah McCarter, the 6'2 senior. He's a 76% free throw shooter. Has not been to the line tonight. Does have 11 points, 6 rebounds. And the front end is good.
This is where the good teams win it.
Yep.
Right now.
The Bearcat lead to 8, 4:38 left. Opondo out now. Nate Wilson in. He's been on the bench a lot in the second half. The 6'1" freshman. Has 2 threes in the game. Second shot coming from McCarter. And it's good.
2 huge free throws.
59-50. Mulba back for Northeastern on the right side. Dribbling, gives it up to Coleman. Coleman cutting through the lane. Wilson, a little 8-foot jumper. Did not get the roll. Rebound, though, by Green, and he's fouled inside by Cassiano.
Well, we got a lot of guys pushing and shoving.
Yep.
Come on, guys. You got to get them shirts in there.
Austin Green will shoot 2. That was a good shot by Wilson. Hit the rim 3 times and then fell off. Green right there for the rebound and draws the foul on Cassiano. Chaquez's 3rd, and Green to the line for a couple. Austin is 3 of 4 tonight. And he's now 4 of 5. Got the roll, crawled over the front, and that makes it 59-51. 5'10" senior Austin Green. Second free throw, nothing but net on that one, and it's 59-52.
Still a 3-possession game.
4:25 left. The Bearcats quickly ahead, breaking the press. Intermeni to the hoop, didn't get it. Rebound out to Rizzuto. Rizzuto between defenders, gets it to Mulba. Mulba down the lane, left-hand shot is good.
I'll tell you what, the kid just got body control that you can't believe, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it would have been blocked if he put it up any other way than he did.
59-54 is a steal at the other end, and they get it ahead to Coleman. Coleman to Mulba, who hits the layup again. Steal was by Green. Again, a lot of contact.
This is a 3-point basketball game.
59-56, Bearcats lead. McLean, and this trap goes to Intermendi, who has to save it, but he saved it to Rizzuto. But it's stolen back by McCarter. McCarter down the lane, crashed into Rizzuto, and that's a charge.
And absolutely, Rizzuto was standing there. Well done by the young man right there. Yep. He knew it was coming. McCarter was completely out of control. He was going to the rim. He didn't care.
In the front court now, Bobcats down by 3. 3:35 left. Wilson drives down the right side of the lane, feeds it to Green, cutting it from the left side, can't get it to go, and the rebound to Intermendi. Jaden gets it ahead. Cassiano drives and hits the layup.
I tell you what, you can't stop him when he's got a full head of steam.
61-56. Bobcats are back. This place is raucous at the moment. And a drive by...
You got to be careful here.
Drive by Green, now drive by Coleman, and doesn't get the roll, but does draw the foul. That's 4 on Marquise McLean. And Brandon Coleman will shoot 2. He is just 1 of 3 at the line tonight. 58% on the year.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but you can't get caught up in it. Okay, everybody's frantic. You've got to understand the situation.
Coleman hits the first.
Especially if you're Northeastern. You got to take good shots out of your offense, even if you steal the ball. If it's not there, pull it out and set up. That's a violation, Northeastern violation.
He missed it anyway. So second one is no good, and we understand New Oxford has come back to defeat Red Lion. Anthony Nello there, 52-38. So the Colonials get the win. Timeout taken here.
I don't know who it was.
All right, well, we'll take it as well. It's 61-56. York High leading Northeast 61-57. 3:08 left. We're back after this.
Ready or not, winter driving is on its way. So allow the service professionals at Fink's Garage to check your vehicle to make sure it's ready for the weather that's sure to be coming. We can check your tires, coolant, belts and hoses, battery, and other maintenance needs so that you can be confident about your car for winter. Call Fink's Garage at 717-854-5175. That's 854-5175 to schedule your winter checkup. Remember, being broken down stinks. Let us repair your car at Fink's.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
All righty, as talking with official John Eister here, said it's a great game. We had to get him to tell us we couldn't see. It was Northeastern who called the timeout. So they have 1 left. The Bearcats 2 by my count.
I mean, these are the kind of games that these guys, and we never talk about them. Yeah. You know, these are good officials.
Oh, they are.
I mean, they got their hands full tonight.
Yes, they do. John Eister, Dave Cancino, Mike Ludwig are the guys in the stripes. So it is a 4-point York High lead. Bearcats have the...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They have the ball against the press with 3:08 left.
Yeah, and here it comes. Let's see if they're going to trap and how many times they trap.
Get into Cassiano.
Now they're going to pull out of it. Now they're not pulling out.
Nope. Cassiano crosses over against Green and gets it into the front court and gives it up to McCarter. Carter to Intermendi. Intermendi at center court. Backs up to the center circle and gives it up to Jenrette. Jenrette driving against Wilson, and he gives it back to Cassiano, who drives too many Northeastern players. They get the steal, they get it ahead to Mulva down the right side, hits the gliding layup.
And that helped defense that time, okay? He tried to pass it going down the lane, and there was nothing there. It was packed with white jerseys.
61-59, Bearcats by a deuce. McLean on the left side. Wilson on him, low post to Intermendi in the paint, and he is fouled. Going to be 2 shots coming for Jaden Intermendi. The foul is on Brandon Coleman, and that is 4 on him.
He cannot foul out.
Intermendi, the 6'6" senior, is 2 of 2 at the line tonight. 76% on the year. And some question about whether it was 2. It is. Both teams are in the bonus. In fact, York High is
the double bonus.
2 shots coming for Intermendi. It was a shooting foul. And the first one is no good. Off the back of the rim. So it remains a 2-point Bearcat lead.
And will remain a 1-possession game. Now we're going to see. We're going to see if this Northeastern team.
Second one is missed. Rebound Mulva. 2:24 left. Here comes Mulva into the front court. Andy, as you said, this is the kind of games they have to learn how to win.
And absolutely, this is the time of year John Eisters needs this team to learn how to win these kind of games right here.
Rizzuto, top of the key, but the defense is there. Gets a screen from Wilson. Jumper won't go. And rebound Intermendi.
Big time rebound right there.
And the 6'6" senior brings it up, gets it to McCarter in the front court now. 1:53 left. Double team comes. Intermendi has it right side baseline. They go. Shot is left short. Rebound Mulva.
Green changed that shot.
And a steal by McCarter at the other end. And in the front court come the Bearcats. To the hoop goes Jenrette. He hits the layup.
That was a great break by Burkai right there in that spot.
In the front court quickly, Northeastern. Mulva drives. He's caught inside. Gets it to Rizzuto down the lane. Missed it. And the ball is picked up by Jenrette.
Wow, there's all kinds of balls.
Oh, man. And there's a foul now called by John Eister in the backcourt.
You got it. You got Rizzuto. You got Rizzuto with the foul, and he's complaining about something.
That's his third, and at the other end, it'll be a 1-on-1 for Kyrie Jenrette. The Bearcat lead is 4 with 1:24 left. Jenrette not been to the line tonight, 69% on the year.
2 possessions ago, Rizzuto took the ball. They took the ball down. Rizzuto took the first shot. He looked at it. I don't think he should have taken that shot. Yorkai got the rebound, came down, and missed again.
Yep, missed the front end. Rebound by Rizzuto. And here come the Bobcats. They run the floor, and the dunk by Coleman off the feed from Austin Green.
There you go.
And it's a 2-point game. And a steal by Rizzuto. Rizzuto down the right side, and he slams it home.
And here it comes. You got to get there.
At the other end, Jenrette, his scoop layup is short, tipped by McLean. Won't go. Wilson with the rebound.
Everywhere.
In the front court, Mulva goes back to Rizzuto for 3. Yes!
Oh, unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
At the other end, the drive, the shot is blocked. And Cassiano gets it. Count the basket and a foul.
I got it.
They roll it over to us. And I did not get who the foul was on.
At this point, doesn't matter.
Well, it might if somebody fouls out. And Cassiano will shoot to tie this thing at 66-65. Northeastern. He makes it, and we are tied at 66. I'm going to provisionally say that was on Rizzuto, but I don't know.
So that bucket was good?
Yes.
That was good bucket?
Yep. 66 apiece, 30 seconds left. Northeastern has the ball. They're going to try and hold for the final shot. Not being challenged at midcourt right now. Mulva on the dribble. Cassiano will have him.
You got to watch this. You got Rizzuto down on the low block. Okay, now they're going to put Rizzuto out there. Mulva's your man. Mulva is your man.
He's got the ball. Clock at 13. Clock at 10. Clock at 8. Mulva makes the move. In the paint he goes. Feeds it in the baseline to Green. Missed it. Left it short. Ball's loose. Picked up by the Bearcats. And we are going to play some more. It is 66 apiece after regulation. Wow.
I'm not sure I got the right score.
Wait a minute. 31 is 52. So that's not
9/10 of a second left.
Oh, okay. So there's 9/10 of a second left. The officials are conferring.
There was some kind of timeout by somebody.
So I believe the Bearcats have it?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know who took that timeout. Well, I do know it is 66 apiece with 9/10 of a second left. Tell you, I've called some great games in this gym. I remember back in the Levi Winters Nate Fry days, they had some tremendous contests against West York and Eastern when they had Northeastern was in Division II. It just seems like...
That's unbelievable. I got this score right. I don't know who I was marking points for. All right, it was so quick.
All right, we're going to see what we can figure out here. We're in the corner of the court, which is pretty good, but sometimes we're blocked from stuff at the other end.
I've been calling games with you now, what, almost 10 years, I guess?
Yes.
I'm not sure I've seen a sequence like we've seen in the last 3 minutes. I remember a couple games when we called a couple of Philly teams somewhere up in Reading one time, when I don't think I talked for half an hour. You know what I mean? But this is unbelievable. This is a lot of fun.
It's Bearcat ball, 9/10 of a second left. John Eister exhorting his players, no fouls. McLean to inbound it. He heaves it, and it's intercepted by Rizzuto. He heaves it, but it was too late. We will go to overtime. 66 apiece. We will keep it here. So 66 each. That means York High had 14 in the final quarter. And Northeastern
had 22 for Northeastern.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So 32 minutes was not enough to decide this one. And we will play some more.
14 for you? Is that what you had? 22-14 quarter?
Yep.
That was some kind of sequence right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Andy, as we head into the... I'll give you a chance to talk, and I'll rest here. As we head into the overtime now, 4 minutes. Again, we missed a couple of fouls. Coleman has 4 for Northeastern. Rizzuto might. And McLean has 4 for...
I got number 1 with 4.
Okay.
You got number 3 for Northeastern with 3 fouls.
With 3?
Yeah, I got him with 3. The board's got him with 3.
Okay. That's Austin Green.
That's Austin Green. He's got 3 fouls.
All right.
Number 12 has none. Number 5 has 2. Number 11 has 1.
Okay, so I was off on Rizzuto. All right, so...
On the other side, number 5 has 1. 20 has 4.
Right, that's McLean.
2 has 3.
Right, and
double or 0 has 1.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Andy. So what's the deal here? What's the strategy in the overtime?
I like when Northeastern presses, and that's what I think they ought to do. They ought to stay with the press. They didn't start pressing. That's what got them back in the game, because that creates their offense. Okay. Once they get out in their fast break, it's like York High can't control it. That being said, if you do sell out like that, and York High gets the basketball, they can hurt you too. So the team that can keep their head and play at that pace wins this basketball.
All right, and York High controls the tip, and they get it back to Jeremiah McCarter. He's picked up by Mulva into the front court, to the left side.
One in a set, they were in a 1-4 low.
Denreth back to McCarter at center court. McLean now on the right side, just beyond the arc to Intermendi on the other side. And Jaden pulls it back. He's got Coleman on him. He gives it around a screen, and Denreth drives in the paint, feeds it on the baseline to McLean, who hits the layup.
Rizzuto left that time to go out and help, and that's what got McLean open on the baseline.
68-66, York High. Rizzuto on the left side, guarded by McCarter. He gets it to Wilson right side now to Coleman. Coleman thought about driving, goes to Rizzuto in the corner, out top to Green, who has a lane down the right side, and he hits the layup. Austin Green ties it again at 68. And we have a timeout taken by Northeastern, I do believe. I'm pretty sure that was a Northeastern timeout there. So 3:08 left in the overtime. It's 68 apiece, and I got to be honest, I'm not sure on the timeout situations. I think you get an extra in overtime, right?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I think Northeastern may have one left. York High may have either 2 or 3.
Timeouts left. Northeastern has 2. York High has 1.
Oh, very good. All right, then I was off on one of my timeouts earlier.
And that's not because I know. I'm reading the board.
No, I can't. We cannot see that. We're under the scoreboard, which has that, and we can't see it here. So
this might be the worst spot we're put in.
Yeah. So
not that they got a whole lot of spots.
They don't. So you're saying York High has 1 and Northeastern has 2. Okay. Very good. And we're tied still at 68 in overtime in a heck of a basketball game. Boy, we're glad you're with us tonight, folks. It's been a good one.
Yeah, we thought we'd get a game like this.
McLean will inbound, and here's the press, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-2-1. They're going to trap out of this.
You get it into McCarter. The trap doesn't come. He gets it McLean back to McCarter, so they handle it well. McCarter out front. Gives it up to Jenred, who weaves his way into trouble. He crashed into Rizzuto. No call, but the ball's loose. Mulba has it, gets it over to Coleman for the dunk.
And that was Mulba and that defense shutting them off.
The other end, Cassiano puts it up in traffic and hits it. Kind of a wild 10-footer. And I think he was looking for a foul, but it went in. It's 70 apiece.
A little floater. He was out of control. He just let it go.
Coleman drives from the right side, and he floats it over the leaping Intermendi. It doesn't go. We have a held ball, and it's going to go to Northeastern.
Yeah, so that's right. That's possession, right.
So Mulba will inbound it under the Bobcat hoop, tied at 70, 2:27 left in the overtime. Mulba with it out front, Cassiano on him, Mulba behind the back, in some trouble, kicks it back out to Rizzuto for 3, short, rebound.
Hey, you got
a foul on Mulba.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to understand that right there. It was good. Carter had position on him. And, you know.
All right, Andy.
2 shots for who? I'm sorry. Cassiano had the position on him.
20 seconds left. Dallastown Spring Grove are tied at 58.
What? And it's been
Ben Faree on play.
Wow.
Ben Faree reporting for us. Here's the free throw by Cassiano. It is no good.
Not what you want to see there.
Wow.
Spring Grove and Dallastown tied at 58.
And Dallastown must win or they're eliminated from the playoffs. Second by Cassiano is good. The league playoffs, not the districts.
Right.
71-70. Bearcats by a point. And of course, Spring Grove and Northeastern are tied for first here in the league. To the right side goes Green. Intermendi poked it away. Green gets it back, spins down the lane on the right side. Intermendi fouled him, and Intermendi was hanging with him, but he was called for his second foul, and Austin Green will shoot 2. He is 5 of 6 tonight. His team trails by 1 with 1:57 left in the overtime.
You want to talk about big free throws?
Makes the first. 71 apiece. Made them both. Nothing but net.
All right, here we go.
Bobcats.
No trap.
Yep. Bobcats by a point. Cassiano into the front court.
1-4 high. That's what they started in.
Jenred with it on the right side
Got to
beyond the
get
arc.
Intermendi on the block. He had Rizzuto on his back. Right there.
Yeah, they get in the corner to McCarter and Intermendi out in that center court. Now driving against Rizzuto is cut off, crosses over, and gives it out to McLean, back to McCarter. About 25 feet out, and McCarter with it on the right side, gives it up to Cassiano.
He wants 4 across.
Cassiano to McCarter. McCarter deep 3. Good!
I'll tell you what, Carter just looked at it, thought about it, and said, nah, I'm going to shoot.
74-72, Bearcats, 1:08 left. Mulba behind the back, in the lane, spins, gives it to Coleman. Coleman backs in, back out to Mulba. 1 minute left. Mulba down the right side of the lane. Intermendi blocks it, but they call a foul.
I think they have had to call that body.
Yep.
Because that was all ball in his hand.
3 on Intermendi, and Malba will shoot 2. He is 1 of 2 tonight, and his team is down by a bucket. 57.8 seconds left in the overtime. Spring Grove and Dallastown, as we mentioned, tied at 58 with 20 seconds left, and Malba's first one is good. It is a 1-point game here. The Bearcats lead.
You got to make all of these. You cannot. I mean, this is what it's all about.
Malba's second shot is good.
I thought he missed it.
I did too. Looked like it was going to be left. 74 apiece. 57.8 left. And Cassiano will bring it up one-on-one against Malba. Jaquez gets it into the front court. Now to McCarter in the near corner. Again, Intermendi has Rizzuto on his back down there. Oh, man.
He's been there the last 3 possessions.
And Rizzuto's talking to him.
Right. They ain't giving you the ball. He's saying, forget it, Jay. You ain't getting on the block.
Out front, McCarter drives, kicks it to Cassiano. 28 on the clock. Center court now. McCarter, 25 on the clock.
You gotta let him count, right. Make him work hard. He's counting.
Yeah, woo. And he dribbles it now, gets it to McLean at the top of the key, and back out to Cassiano, who looks at the clock.
He wants 1 shot. Clovis is going for 1 shot from York High. Either a foul or put it in.
Clock at 10. Now drive. Cassiano lost it off his foot, out of bounds. He just lost it. Nope.
He got 6.4 seconds left.
So Northeastern will have it in a timeout taken by John Eister. So he has 1 left. Wow.
Well, if you're Eister, you got to have Malba. You got to have Malba either handling the ball initially or getting a pass as soon as you get the ball inbound. But I'd put the ball in Malba's hands. Spot up Rizzuto somewhere, spot up Rizzuto on one side, Nate Wilson on the other, and let Malba go flying down lane.
Yeah.
There's just nobody, nobody that quick.
Both teams are in the double bonus, so any fouls will result in 2 shots other than a charge. 74 apiece in the overtime, 6.4 seconds left. We're still awaiting a report from the Spring Grove Dallastown game. 20 seconds left. It was 58 apiece. Ben 3 is there for us. So Northeastern must go the length of the court now,
right.
and York High appears not to be going to pressure them in the backcourt.
No, they're not. They'll come running out. They'll come running out and meet them at half court. They're not going to sit back there.
Oh, now they come up. All right, now they come up.
Half court. He wants them at the half court line. That's where you got to pick them up.
All right.
That gets you in trouble. It allows you to get the ball into Malba's hands.
And they
now
do.
Malba gets a run at it.
He crosses the timeline on the right side in the corner. Rizzuto for 3 in the win. No, off the rim, and we will play another overtime as each team scores 8 in the first overtime. It is 74 apiece.
I don't have any more room.
And we will go, and Spring Grove defeats Dallastown 62-58.
Wow.
Drew Gordon game-winning basket with 2 seconds left. So 62-58. Spring Grove over Dallastown. Wow. So that eliminates Dallastown from the league playoffs, and it means that Northeastern must win if they're going to stay tied for first place. Wow. And excellent job by all of our interns getting these scores into us tonight. They'll have reports on the air tomorrow on Sports Radio 1350 and online as well. So Spring Grove wins it 62-58 over Dallastown. Drew Gordon had the winning shot.
Drew Gordon, it's always somebody different with that punch.
Well, yeah, last year in the championship game it was Grant Wireman that hit the shot. So, you know, everybody focuses on Eli. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So here we go to double overtime.
I'm too old for this.
I know, it's getting late. I got to get up tomorrow morning, you know? Jeez.
I'm too old for this.
74 apiece in the second overtime. Been a heck of a night around the league. So Central is in, and the league playoffs And Intermendi will jump it against Coleman again. And the tip is controlled by York High, and the Bearcats will attack the basket nearest to us now. McCarter has it. McCarter gives it off to Jeanneret, who crosses over, drives in the lane. Rizzuto got a hand on it, but it went anyway. Count the basket and a foul.
I'll tell you what, I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. And I've watched this now. I've watched this young man, and he's played a great game. Tyree Jeanneret. Why are they giving him the left hand like that? He has done that constantly, all night long.
Free throw, he's 0 of 1 at the line, and he missed it, so he's 0 of 2. Rebound is pulled in by Rizzuto, his 5th. Gets it ahead to Moba. Bearcats by a deuce. Here's Wilson for 3 on the right side, a little strong, and when it hit the back of the basket, so it's going to be Bearcat ball, leading by 2 now with 3:36 left. They get it off to McCarter in the backcourt. McCarter, and the ball's knocked away by Moba, picked up by Green, back to Moba, who lost it. Oh, he lost it out of bounds.
He was getting ready to slam it instead of laying it. He wanted to get set up to throw it down, and it cost him 2 points.
Yep.
Sorry, but that's exactly where he was going.
Bearcats against the backcourt press now, and Jeanneret has it. Working against Green in the front court. Green fouls him, and on Austin, that is 4. And 2 shots are going to be coming for Kyrie Jeanneret, who is 0 of 2 at the line tonight. 6-foot junior.
Well, I mean, they know who they want, who they want to foul.
Jeanneret hits this one and extends the lead to 3. It's 77-74.
He's got 15 points, this kid. Played a great basketball game.
Averages 8. Second free throw. Nope, off the back of the rim. Rizzuto has his 6th rebound. Gets it ahead to Moba. Moba crosses over, has a lane. Down the lane he goes. In the middle, floats in the air and puts it in.
It's automatic. I mean, it's whatever he does with it, it's automatic.
77-76 now. Bearcats by a point. 3 minutes left in the second overtime.
See, here's where you got to keep pressure on him. You can't let him sit with the basketball.
Intermendi on the right side. He drives, poked away from behind by Rizzuto, picked up by Moba. Moba pushes it in the front court. It's 3-on-3. Moba down the ladder. Nobody cut him off, and he goes right to the rim and lays it home.
And I'll tell you why they didn't cut him off. Because all night long they've been watching him assist from that position, and they never moved on him.
So it's 78-77 now, and the Bobcats have reclaimed the lead. And Clovis Gallen is screaming at his guys.
Oh, Jack Cassiano's coming out of the game.
Yes, he is. Cassiano in the corner now. Back to McCarter for 3. It's good.
Carter hits the 3. That's the second one in 0-2.
And a timeout taken by the Bearcats, I believe.
Yeah.
So that will be there. Well, they get an extra one in the second overtime, I think. So it is 80-78. York High leading Northeastern on the tray by McCarter. And again, Spring Grove defeated Dallastown 62-58. Central over Southwestern 77-65. Central will be the third team out of Division I in the league playoffs. Dallastown eliminated. Spring Grove has, for the moment, a half-game lead over Northeastern. Northeastern needs to win to maintain a tie with Spring Grove. Spring Grove has Central on Friday. And in Division II, West York defeated Eastern 51-38, and that means Dover is the Division II champion.
You got to give head coach Clovis Gallen some credit. Whatever it is Cassiano did, screaming at him from the floor, he said, "I'm not having this."
Yep.
He's got him sitting on the bench right now. That's tough, man.
It is. He has been replaced by Clovis Gallen Jr. They got Gallen, McLean, McCarter, Intermendi, and Jeanneret out there right now. And for Northeastern, you've got Wilson, Green, Coleman, Moba, and Rizzuto. And Green picks it up, back to Coleman. Coleman to Moba. Moba has been the man, crosses over in the paint, rises up from 10 and hits it. He can do no wrong.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a machine, this kid.
They're tied at 80. 2:05 left. Overtime number 2. But Carter pulls it back to center court.
What's he want? 1.4?
Gives it up to Marquise McLean. McLean to Intermendi at the top of the key now. Gallen right side.
Gallen can hit that shot from there.
On the dribble, gives it up to McCarter.
So can Carter.
You thought about it for a minute, but gives it up to Intermendi, top of the key. Back to McCarter.
I think it's just Carter, isn't it? Or is it Mick Carter?
I believe it's Mick Carter.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll double check
All
here.
right, thank you. I don't want to get his...
McLean out front. It is McCarter.
Okay.
And Jeremiah's had a heck of a game tonight. He has 5 threes. Intermendi now. The Bearcats burning some clock. We're down to 120. And Jenrette pulls it back. Jenrette still dribbling on the left side, not closely guarded. Now he gives it up to McCarter, top of the key. He gives it to Gallen, 1:10 on the clock. Eister and Gallen both working the sideline hard, and there's a foul by Antonio Rizzuto. That's 4. And he's complaining about it. Better be careful. Mike Ludwig had the call. There's definitely contact out there, and they don't give you much out front.
That's 4 on him.
Yep. And Gallen will shoot 2. Now he is not been to the line tonight. He's just 8 of 15 on the season. Does have 5 points and 4 rebounds tonight. The 6'2 sophomore. Eyes the hoop, spins it in the left hand. Right-handed shot. He is short. And John Eister exhorting his team to box out at the other end.
Really?
It was.
I couldn't tell. Box out.
Second free throw coming for Gallen. That one's good, so he's 1 of 2, and it's 81-80. Bearcats 1:07 left in the second overtime, and Cassiano back in for Gallen for the Bearcats. Northeastern down by a point. Mulvey in the front court, gives it to Coleman. Coleman back to, or rather Green to Coleman, back to Green now. It might have been a travel there. Gets it to Mulva down the right side in the paint. Kicks it in the corner. Here's 3 for Wilson. It's good.
Unbelievable. Timeout. Spring Grove. I mean, Northeastern. Jeez, I don't even know. Who is that? Nate Wilson, right?
Nate Wilson's third 3 of the night on the feed by Mulva. It's 83-81.
That's his first points in the second half.
Man.
And they hit that shot right there. They took all the defense to the other side of the floor and gave him the long pass back on the baseline, and he buried it with a hand in his face.
He was deep in the corner, and the Bobcats lead by 2 with 49.8 seconds left. Josh Layton reports Suburban has defeated Kennerdale 53-44. So Northeastern trying to remain tied with Spring Grove for first place heading to the final game of the season. And on Friday night, Central is at Spring Grove. New Oxford is here against Northeastern, and New Oxford defeated Red Lion tonight. So no easy game for either of them, but right now, what a game this has been. Double overtime. York High just 7-11 on the year, but boy, you wouldn't know it by the way they're playing tonight.
We haven't had a double overtime since York Suburban
and Eastern. Right.
With Tillotson and
Nicholas.
And that correct.
Yeah.
Right, Kemp and Suburban.
Right.
Yeah. A long time ago.
It was. This one's as good as that one.
Oh, absolutely.
McLean will inbound it now. Gets the ball from Mike Ludwig. Going to face some backcourt pressure. Gets it to Jeremiah McCarter. And Austin Green will pick him up. Crosses the timeline.
He's going to run out of stacks.
McLean in the near corner. He's got Eister on him. Now McLean drives. Scoop shot. And it goes. He hit the deck. Fell down. And the shot went. And we are tied at 83 with 32 seconds left.
Now he's going to hold for one. We could go to overtime again. Here we go.
Mulva dribbles at center court. He'll wait for the final shot.
Timeout, Eister.
John Eister takes his timeout.
That's his last one.
My gosh.
Clovis has got one left.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. It's been a night of basketball in New York Adams League. Holy Toledo. Repeating 62-58 Spring Grove over Dallastown.
I'm going to have to call myself on the phone tomorrow morning saying I'm going to be late.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can do that.
I can do
Some
that.
of this game. That's all right. It's worth it for this. This has been a great game. Glad you're with us tonight, folks. And again, thanks to our interns who've done a great job all year getting us these scores tonight so we can let you know what's going on around the league. And again, these are high school students, some of them thinking about this as a career. They will have reports on air and online tomorrow. And they'll be sending them to Daryl Henry tonight. He'll be posting them up, so give them a listen. So we have 25.2 seconds remaining, 83 apiece, Northeastern and York High, and the Bobcats have it in the front court when we resume.
I'm Meister. That would be my play. My play would be, I've got the skill people to handle it. I'd burn it all and go for it. Or I'll go to the next overtime.
And we get it in the backcourt to Fred Malba, who's been the man tonight. He's in the front court now. Jaquez Cassiano is out.
Jump circle.
Yep. Clock at 15. Clock at 12.
We got Rizzuto on the left side out by the three-point arc. Nate Wilson on the right side.
Malba makes his move. 6 seconds left. Malba to the free throw line. Back in against Cassiano. Rises up, puts it up, and puts it in. With 8 tenths, and that is it.
Yep.
And Northeastern has won it 85 to 83 in double overtime.
Wait.
Do we have time left? They may have called timeout.
No, I'm not sure.
Officials are talking about it. Shot went in. When I looked up, there were 8 tenths of a second left, and I think they may have gotten a timeout. And we will see. Now they're coming over, and the officials haven't left the floor, so my guess is there's time left. 85-83. Northeast, they put 1.1 seconds up there. So that is time for a catch and shoot, but York High is going to have to go the length. Well, they have to either get it up quickly or hit a three-quarter court shot. And the officials now talking about where they're going to inbound it. I believe they have to inbound it at the end line, no? Well, we'll find out. These are veteran officials, Dave Cancino, John Eister, and Mike Ludwig talking it over at center court right now.
I think you got it inbounded at the baseline, on the baseline. So that's the inbound.
Yep. Hey, guys.
Thank you. I've been over here.
So the guys up on the bench here, and they were accommodating, so we're able to see. We're corner court again, thanks to Brian Stevens, the AD here at Northeastern, for setting us up here. So Fred Malba with the shot in the paint.
I mean, that's exactly what you need to do, because he went right, left, right, and came back left and made the shot.
Gives the Bobcats the 2-point lead, 1.1 seconds left, so the Bearcats have time for a catch and shoot.
Well, you got a catch, you can put it on the floor one time and then get it off. Or get fouled if the Bobcats are dumb enough to you know, you got to give token pressure. I'd put somebody on the ball back.
And no, they're not going to do that. So McLean will inbound it. He can run the baseline. Baseball pass to midcourt, batted away by Rizzuto, and that is it. And Northeastern wins it 85-83.
Unbelievable.
In double overtime.
Unbelievable.
Wow. So that was 14 and 12 in that second overtime. And what a game.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
That just, you know, that's worth the whole season.
Yep. And maybe that's the tough game Northeastern needed to win.
That's the game that John Eister was looking for, teaching them how to win. They were down double digits most of the game, made the big run in the fourth quarter to tie it. It's a great win for them.
It is.
I tell you what, Clovis' Downs kids in York High played really well all through the game.
They did. No question about that. Well, it was a great one. Glad you were with us, folks. Your Neighborhood Sure Save Markets post-game show comes your way next in 2 overtimes. It is Northeastern 85, York High 83.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry. Once a year, a treat so good, Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get old. Come on now, once Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Between car payments, repairs, and the price at the pump, it can feel like your car is going to drive you out of house and home. Fortunately, Donegal Insurance Group can make keeping your car on the road more affordable. That's because for safe drivers, Donegal delivers rates that are among the lowest in the state. To find out how much you can save, call your neighborhood Donegal agent today. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And a near-capacity crowd filing out of the Northeastern High School gymnasium, and they saw one of the best high school basketball games you're going to want to see. In double overtime, Northeastern defeats York High 85-83. Bobcats go to 19-2 on the year and 11-2 in the league, and with the win they stay tied with Spring Grove for first place in Division I because Ben Furry reporting from Dallastown. And a shot with 2 seconds left from Drew Gordon, Spring Grove defeats Dallastown 62-58. There must have been some foul shots or something after that. But so Spring Grove and Northeastern will go into Friday's action 11-2 and tied for first place. And Spring Grove has Central, and Northeastern has New Oxford, so not an easy game for either of them. Central is in the league playoffs now, and Dallastown is eliminated from the league playoffs. And also tonight, Anton Johnson reporting from West York. The Bulldogs defeat Eastern 51-38. And with that, Dover wins Division II. We will have Eastern at Dover Friday, and we'll see what is going on with the Golden Knights of Eastern, because they had the 5 seed in District 3 4A, so they may drop there and see if they can right the ship against Dover on Friday. A great game, though, tonight here in double overtime. Glad you were with us. Going to take a break, come back with our post-game stats from Trish Hauser, your local State Farm agent. Right after this is the Bobcats win it in double overtime, 85-83.
Today, it seems everybody is offering a discount on car insurance, but at what price? Reduced protection, impersonal service. At State Farm, you can earn discounts and still get full-service, dependable protection from the world's largest car insurer. See me, Trish Hauser, 1865 Susquehanna Trail North, York, for the State Farm multiple line discount. With State Farm, you get an agent you can depend on and an insurance company you can trust. For the details on State Farm's multiple line discount, see me, Trish Hauser.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Well, we haven't come down yet. This was a great basketball game in double overtime. Northeastern defeats York High 85-83. And that puts the Bobcats at 19-2, 11-2, and they remain tied with Spring Grove for first place in Division I, because just about as an exciting game in Dallastown, and Spring Grove defeats the Wildcats 62-58 to maintain that first place tie.
For you young guys out there and young ladies that don't think an assist is as good as a shot. We were just talking about Fred Mulba going down the lane at the end of the game, and you got two Bearcats, one on, you can picture this, one on each low block. He's in the center, top of the key. You got a Northeastern player on baseline each side, and as Mulba went down the middle of the lane all night long, he's been dishing when the defense came. Neither Bearcat moved a muscle, and he just took it right to the hole and just laid it in. That's just unbelievable.
Well, let's get our final stats from Trish Hauser now. First, for the York High Bearcats, who played a heck of a game. You know, Andy, they're a team that's playing solely for pride at this point. They're not going to make either the league or the district playoffs, but boy, they came and put it all on the line tonight.
We got some serious lines on both pages tonight. All right, Jaquez Casiano, 5 field goals, 1 of those 3, 2 of 3 from the line, 13. Jaden Intermenti, 7 short ones, 2 of 4, 16. Jeremiah McCarter, 6 field goals, 5 of those are threes, 2 of 2 from the line, 19 to lead all Bearcats. Kyrie Jenneret, he had a great game, 7 field goals, 1 of 4 from the line, 15 points. Marquez McLean, 6 field goals, 2 of 2 from the line, 14 points. Clovis Gallen, 2 field goals, 1 of each, 1 of 2 from the line, 6 points. They had 33 field goals, 7 of those are threes, 10 of 17 from the line for 83 points.
All right, and other stats for them. Kyrie Jenneret, the 6-foot junior, led them with 8 rebounds. 6'6" senior Jaden Intermendi had 7 rebounds, and Marquise McLean had 6. McLean and Intermendi each with 5 assists, and Jaquez Casiano had 4 assists for the Bearcats. Messiah Anderson and Jeremiah McCarter each 2 steals for York High. All right, the victorious Northeastern Bobcats.
Well, we've got 6 players that scored, 4 of those in double figures. Brandon Coleman, 5 field goals, 2 of 6 from the line, 12 points. Austin Green, 7 field goals, 2 of those threes, never got to the line, 16 points. Or I'm sorry, let me back up, wrong line. Austin Green, he had 3 field goals, 7 of 8 from the foul line, 13 points. Antonio Rizzuto, 7 field goals, 2 of those threes, he had 16, he never got to the foul line. Fred Mulba, 15 field goals, 3 of 4 from the line, he had 33 points. Nate Wilson, 3 threes, 9 points, and Todd Apondo off the bench, 1 field goal for 2 points. They had 34 field goals, 5 of those were threes, 12 of 18 from the line with 85 points.
Wow. All right, Austin Green led them with 8 rebounds. Antonio Rizzuto had 6 rebounds, and Mulba had 6 assists. Austin Green had 5 assists for Northeastern tonight. What a game we had for you tonight. Bobcats win at 85-83 in 2 overtimes. We're going to take a break, come back, wrap it up, give you our Heritage Hills Player of the Game and our York Traditions Bank scoreboard show, and we have West Virginia and Iowa State coming up. That's next on Sports Radio 1350.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to serenityspayork.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. Because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community. It really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio WOIK.
All righty, we are back at Northeastern one final time, folks. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. That was one heck of a basketball game. The Northeastern wins in double overtime, 85-83 over the York High Bearcats. And so let's get our Heritage Hills player of the game.
You know, we could give it to a lot of guys, but I'm telling you what, Fred Mulba is the man tonight. 15 field goals, and I mean, he spread them out through 4 quarters. 3 of 4 from the line, 2 of 2 in the 4th quarter, okay? 33 points. He also had 6 assists. A lot of that setting him up, going down the lane, dishing it. 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Just a great game by that young man.
It was, and he is our Heritage Hills player of the game. All right, so with this win, Northeastern stays tied for first with Spring Grove because, as Ben Ferree reported to us, this game was tied at 58 with 20 seconds left. Spring Grove defeats Dallastown 62-58. So the Rockets and the Bobcats will go into Friday night's action, each 11-2, and we'll see what happens. Northeastern has Central. No, Spring Grove has Central. Right. Northeastern has New Oxford, so not an easy game for either of them. And Central, we know, is in the playoffs now, in the league playoffs, by virtue of the Dallastown loss. And Central tonight defeated Southwestern 77-65. Cade Burdett reporting for us there. I'll have that report for you tomorrow here on Sports Radio 1350. In Division II, Anton Johnson reported from West York that the Bulldogs defeated Eastern 51-38. Eastern's late season slide continues, and with that win, the loss by Eastern, Dover is now the Division II champion, so congratulations to Brian Schmoyer and the Eagles. New Oxford goes to 11-9 on the year overall as they defeat Redline 52-38. So the Colonials are coming here, and they are playing for a district playoff spot, so they're not going to. They have stuff to play for. Absolutely. When they come to Northeastern on Friday. As does Central to try and in 6A. They got to win every game to make the playoffs there. Also, Suburban gets their 6th win tonight for Tom Triggs, and 2nd league win with a 53-44 win over the Kennerdale Rams. A lot of great basketball around tonight. Andy, it was Susquehannock over Gettysburg 49-48. So congratulations to John Zerfing and the Warriors. They had a better year this year. DeLone defeats Fairfield 65-54. Littlestown over York Tech 66-48, and Littlestown now will be in the league playoffs, so congratulations to them. They play DeLone, I believe. No, they play York Catholic on Friday. So if Littlestown wins or DeLone loses, Littlestown will actually be, I believe, a 2 seed out of Division III. So DeLone needs a win and the loss by Littlestown on Friday to get the 2 seed. But both those teams will be in the league playoffs. So that's pretty much York Catholic winning big over Biglerville, 80-33. So the Irish roll to, I believe, 19-1 on the year now. So they are hanging in there with Trinity, and that should be. I hope that's a district final because I'd love to do that game, Trinity and York Catholic. We shall see. On the girls' side, a few finals. Dallastown, a big win over Spring Grove, 59-32. They're going to be in the league playoffs. In fact, they may have the 2 seed, although New Oxford defeated Redline tonight, 58-42. So it's going to come down to the final game. Don't have a score on Central Southwestern, assuming Central won that. Going to come down to the final game to see who's 2 and 3 out of Division I. North Dover rolls over Northeastern, 70-40. West York upsets Eastern, 51-44 in Division II. Yes, it is. And Susquehannock over Gettysburg, 63-27. So the Warriors roll along. They should be the Division II champions on the girls' side. So a lot of great hoops around the league tonight, but we had the best of them all, Andy. 85-83.
I'm exhausted.
I am too. Double overtime. Congratulations to both teams for a heck of a game tonight. All right, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
I'm done.
All right.
I know I'm out of game.
For Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time, Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station, and my partner, Andy Bria. We've got West Virginia at Iowa State College basketball next. I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOIK's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution. Hear the best of the York Adams League all season on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Listen on the